Enrique Roman Martinez. When he was 17, he joined the Army. Told his family he wanted to be a better man. He thought the best way to learn discipline, become a better man, was to join the U.S. Army. Now a family is demanding justice of their loved one, a Fort Bragg paratrooper whose remains were found after he went missing on Memorial Day weekend camping trip. The paratrooper with the 82nd Airborne Division was killed, according to a press release from the U.S. Army. Roman Martinez's sister shot a video in the Outer Banks off the coast of North Carolina where investigators say her brother was last seen. Now, the thing about this that really strikes me, when a Tim Black Wolfpack fan reached out, he said a friend of the family. He knows a friend of the family. And they're really concerned because, first of all, because a friend of the family has been murdered. And they tried to rule this as suicide. Initially, they tried to rule it as suicide. Like he ran away. Like he just in the middle of the night just got up and ran away from everybody. With no shirt on, no shoes, no glasses. He wore glasses, Johnson. It just doesn't make any sense. And then there's a lot of ways to take one's life, and I understand how stressful life can be. But me, being on this planet for a significant amount of time, I've never heard of anyone who took their own lives doing so by dismembering themselves. Pieces of Mr. Martinez were found. Washed up on the beach. So, U.S. Army, we'd like the investigation to be real this time. Now that the coroners have obviously, under pressure, had to rule this a homicide. He didn't just walk away into the darkness and blow himself up with an IED. We'd like to know what happened to him. I'm just going to jump out on a limb here and say, based on my experience of covering these types of stories for about the better part of a decade, I'd say he was killed by at least two people. Two people he knew. People typically who don't know you don't dismember you. They found his wallet and his keys. This was not a robbery, Johnson. He wasn't walking home and someone tried to snatch his chain. This was personal, and they were afraid. And they cut him up, hoping no one would find the body. There's been an award offered if any leads to this. When I release this video as a separate video, I'll put a link down below where to call, where to contact if you have information. In a statement, a spokesperson with Fort Bragg says, Roman Martinez is mourned by his fellow soldiers. He served his nation honorably, and we are absolutely saddened by his loss, and our hearts go out to his family. His family didn't want him to join the Army. He chose the Army. What a slap in the face that this son dies not serving his country, but is murdered by people, by fellow paratroopers. That's how it appears. If it ain't so, make it not so. Prove it not so. Reminds me much of the other story we covered last month of a young lady who was killed. Similar fashion. All right, guys. I'll keep you up to date on the story. I'm sure we'll find at some point. Someone will break. Someone will break. Hang in there, my brother. Hang in there. All right?